We are going to talk about the Kindertransport, the trauma of Jewish German children before, during and after the rescue operation from 1938 to 1939. Here's an overview of what we are going to present. First, Karl Hirschland as an example for the traumatizing experience. Then we are going to talk about different trauma experiences from other witnesses before, during and after the Kindertransport. Now to Karl Hirschland. Ich stelle euch heute Karl Hirschland und stellt seinen Namen vor. Er sieht nur eine Person, weil er zwei Namen hat. Das war nicht immer so. Er wurde 1925 in Essen geboren, in einer reichen jüdischen Bankiersfamilie. Er hatte eine ältere Schwester namens Margot. Sie sind 5 Jahre auseinander. Als er 13 Jahre alt war, wurde er nach England geschickt, wo er später von einem Lehrer aufgenommen wurde und seinen Namen änderte. Er starb 2015 in Grafschaft Devon mit 90 Jahren. Er schrieb seine Autobiografie, die er mit den Namen A Boy in That Situation und Da musste ich gehen betitelte, in denen er über seine Erlebnisse berichtete. Dabei schrieb er meist nur in der dritten Person, weil er unter dem Trauma des Kindertransports sein ganzes Leben litt. Seine Biografie ist eine der wichtigen Quellen zum besseren Verstehen des Kindertransports. Jewish children were usually allowed in Jewish schools, but when they could attend a German school, only 10% were allowed. In these schools, Jews were insulted and bullied. In public wasn't much better. Everywhere you looked, there were signs against Jews. For example, they couldn't go in, and so on. People hurt Jews physically and mentally, to the point where they set the synagogues on fire and smashed the windows of shops with Jewish owners. This happened was named Pogrom Night. This led to the organization of the Kindertransport to rescue the children from Germany.
Moving on, we're going to talk about trauma during the train ride. At the train station in Germany, the parents weren't allowed to show any kinds of emotions, and a lot of kids thought their parents didn't love them anymore and just wanted to get rid of them. At the border in Germany, the Nazis were mistreating the children. They yelled at them, hurt them, and even went through their personal belongings. The kids were so scared that they got tense and trembled. The only good moment was after leaving Germany. Everyone was cheering and yelling down those Nazis. At the train station in Great Britain, the kids were very overwhelmed. Most of them couldn't even speak English and didn't know what was going on. Now we're going to talk about trauma after the transportation. Every child had a different experience, some good, others bad. But in general, most kids hid their emotions and acted grateful towards anyone who took them in. The kids that were sent into foster families made strong bonds, but mostly didn't show their emotions because they were very scared to be sent back. A lot of foster parents took the kids to look nice and helpful towards society. The children that were put into orphanages felt like monkeys in a zoo because every Saturday and Sunday visitors came to adopt them, which is why a lot of people call it the cattle market. Mostly young girls were adopted, which is why older children had it very hard. Some had loving families, but others ended up as maids. Camps, military, and others mostly didn't have any classes, but sometimes did have English. Kids over the age of 14 that didn't get any foster families were sometimes sent to labor force, and some took arms against Germany. So this was our presentation to Kindertransport and the trauma the children had to go through. Hopefully you liked this video, and thank you for listening.